Hi guys, this is Avinash Sharma, and in this session we will discuss the DAX variables. What are the variables and how to use variables in DAX? Now, what is variable? Variable is a temporary storage. In the variable we can store the value temporarily. Value could be any kind of value, say expression, result of expression, or constant value. Then we can refer that variable in measure for the different type of calculation, and we can refer the variable in multiple calculation, but the value of the variable does not change. So as you can see in the syntax, when we declare the variable, then we use the keyword var. It's a keyword, and then name of the variable. It is user defined or custom name. Then equal to assignation and the result of expression or any constant value. And finally, we have the return statement. The return statement, it consumes the variable defined in the previous var statement. It means return statement indicates that the variable declared have been consumed or the variables have been filled with the values. Now we check the practical of the how to use a variable. But the question is, why do we need the variables? There are two reasons. First one, for the better readability. It means we can maintain the code in easier way. Secondly, reuse of the code. Once we declare the variable, then we can use that variable on multiple calculation. Now, first of all, we create a measure and we name it add digit. Then where, this is the keyword. It means we declare the variable using the where keyword, and name of the variable user defined or custom, say dg1. Then for now we take the some constant value 12. Second variable 2, then say 30. Now we have two variables, dg1 and dg2, and the value for the dg1 12 and another one is the 30. Now return statement. So return statement, it decides that the variable have been declared and the value has been consumed in the variables. Now if I try to execute this one, then we get error. Reason, we have declared the variables, we did not use these variables. So after return statement, say first variable, then plus add 2. Now check again. So this is done now. Now so we have a measure that is a add digit, and in this measure the value of the two variable, addition of the two variable is supplied to this measure. Now we take a card and drag and drop this measure. Now if we check, so we have the value 42. So this is the like basics, how to declare the variable and how to assign the value, then how to consume this value, and then how to consume that variable into measure. You can declare the multiple variables with the multiple values. Now we check the second example for the variable. Suppose we have a card, and in this card we have to display the name of the country, and we have to compare the sales for the two countries, say Canada and Germany, and we have to check whose country sales is greater than other country. So we will compare the gross sales for the Germany and the Canada. Okay. Say greater sales, then if condition, if calculate, then some gross sales, then filter, say on country equal to Canada. Now greater than, again calculate sum gross sales, then filter country and say Germany. Now then comma, true or false. If this expression is true, it means if the total sales of the Canada is greater than the Germany sales, then say Canada. Otherwise, Germany. And this is done. Now we execute this formula. So this is done now. Drag and drop, get sales. Now, so we have the country. It means Germany. It means the sales. It means the gross sales of the Germany is greater than the Canada. Now the same formula we can use with the variables, and variables makes the code easier. Okay, we create second measure. First of all, we take the second card. Now second measure, sales with where. Now var keyword, then Canada sales, and calculate, then sum gross sales and filter country equal to Canada. The first variable done. Now second one, variable Germany sales. Again calculate, then sum gross sales, filter country equal to say Germany. Now return, and now using these variables we can use the if condition. So if say Canada sales greater than Germany sales, then true condition, say Canada, otherwise Germany. Okay, this is done now. We execute this one. This is done. Now we drag and drop. In second card, the answer is the same. Only difference is in this formula we are using the variable rather than writing the long code. We can use the variables. Now, other benefit of the variable is, suppose in the second card, along with the name, I want to display also the sales, gross sales. So already we have the Canada sales variable, and in this variables we have the total sales for the Canada. So we can use this variable Germany and then say space, then ampersand and Canada sales. We execute this one. Sorry, this should be Germany sales. So it means we can refer the variables multiple times. Okay, now also along with the name of the country and the total sales of the Germany, also I need to display the number of product in the Germany country. So variable name Germany product count, and rather than some count. That's it. Now execute this one. It's done now. And this variable I can use here. Germany product count. Now execute. Now we have the three values. All these values, the Germany is coming from the measure, and that value, this if statement is supplying value this one, but these two values, Germany sales and the Germany, these values are coming from these two variables which is already declared. And now we check another example of the variables. Table, in table dates, we need only year, so we remove quarter, month and day. Now so already we have measure, that is the year of sales. We have a simple formula sum, then we can use this one. So these are the sales figure for the each and every year, 18, 19 and 20. Now suppose we need to calculate the sales for the last year for the same period. So already we have the measure, that is the last year. So in this measure you can see we have used the same period last year function with the calculate. So we can drag and drop this one. Now so we can see the comparison. In 20 the sale current year 1896, but in 19 sale was the 4754. The same for the 18. Now in third column, in next column, suppose we want to display the difference between the 2 years. So we will do this one with the variables formula. So create measure and different sales. Then where say total sales, then some gross sales. Second formula, last year sale. Now calculate, then sum gross sales and same period last year, then dates, sales date. Now return and total sales, then subtract last year. Variable, both are the variables. Okay, execute now. So this is done now. Now we drag and drop this difference of sales in the table. Next column. Now we can see the difference between the 2 years. For the 18 there is no data for the previous year, so same. 19, in 19 sales was the 4754 and the last year 1800. So this year sales increased by the 2954. In 20 sales is the 1896, but in that 19 sales was the 4754. So sales decreased by the minus 2858. So for this column or for this measure, we have used the variables. So you can see using the variables, the calculation becomes very easy. So guys, this was all about the variables in the text. Thanks for watching the video.